So what you need, spade, pair of scissors, marker pen, some tape, an old drinks bottle, and you want to drill a hole in the end. So what you'll find in the box is your tree. This is a hornbeam. You'll find a piece of string. You'll find a stake. And you'll find a big bag of lovely wood chip. The thing to do is when you've decided where you're going to plant your tree is to mark your hole out. It needs to be twice the size of what we call the root ball of the tree. So effectively twice the size of the pot. This pot happens to be just the same size as my spade. So if I go 1, 2, and then go the other way, we want to make a square. 1, 2. That's where I'm going to have my tree. So we're going to dig the hole now. You'll need the box for this. So if you pull the tape off the bottom of the box, stash that away. How am I going to split this box? There we go. So you split the box, and you're going to lay the box out to put the soil on. So now we're going to take the turf off. You've marked it out. You want to get your spade underneath the turf and just push, and you'll be able to get that turf come up. That's the first section. That's the second section. Then we're going to dig a nice deep square hole, but it's only going to be as deep as the plant. Okay, so I've dug my hole. This hole is a little bit deeper than the tree needs to be. The tree needs to be planted, and you can use your spade. It needs to be planted at the same depth that it is in the pot. The reason that I've dug it a little bit deeper is because I'm going to put the clods or the bits of turf back in the hole. Now you can spend a bit of time knocking off the soil and making it a little bit looser if you want to, but pop that back in there. Now that will bring the tree roughly up to the right height. So it needs to be a little bit higher. We're going to put a little bit of soil underneath that, and then we're going to plant the tree. So we're going to get the tree out of the pot. Now that we've got it ready to go in, just tap the pot. It should come out really nicely. And then we're going to prise off this compost to reveal the roots. And if they're going round and round in circles, we're going to tease them out. These are good. So we're going to pop the tree in the middle there. We can see that it's at the same height as the top. And then we're going to put the soil in around it, and then we're going to firm that in. Right, so we're going to put the topsoil in to plant the tree. We're going to scrape that in around, and we're going to firm that in. You can do it with your fists, or you can do it with your boot. Try and take the big stones out, because they'll really get in the way of the tree roots growing. You can get in there with your boot and get that all nicely firmed in. And you can see the height of the tree is at the same level. We're not going to have a lot of leftover soil from this one because we took out quite a lot of stones. Right, so we're going to make a mulch mat to go around the base of the tree, and we're going to use the cardboard to recycle it. So we're going to get our bit of string and our pen. We're going to kind of go in the middle. And then we're just going to use the string to draw a nice circle. Doesn't have to be amazing, just a circle. Then we're going to take our scissors and cut that circle out. Stop there. So here's our cardboard mulch circle cut out. Now we're going to cut down towards the centre. And then we're going to cut a little cross in the centre. And this is going to go around the tree, around the stem rather. Then we just slide that on. And there we have our mulch mat. Then you're going to take your wood chip and you're going to cover that. So there's our mulch covering our mulch mat. So all wood chips spread out. And all we need to do now is tidy up and set up a watering system for the tree. So to water the tree, you're going to use your recycled bottle, and you're going to use the stake, and you're going to get your tape. And basically, we just want to tape the bottle to the stake. What we found is you want to do it in 2 or 3 spots, because when the bottle's full of water, it's quite heavy and it might slide off the stake. Stop there. Okay, so I've taped that bowl to the stake, I've filled it with water, and now when we turn it upside down, the water will start to come out. So we're just going to take that over to the tree, we're going to push that into the ground, and slowly that water will start to percolate and water the tree. When you want to refill that, so every other day ideally, you're going to take that out, go fill the bottle up, and then put it in a different spot on the tree so it waters a different bit of the root. So that's your tree planted. You have just done a selfless act. You've planted a tree under which someone else will sit and use the shade, and it will produce oxygen for future generations. Congrats on your selfless act.